student, probably the best student that I've seen. I was gonna rap, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it to these guys. I'm gonna leave them in the spotlight. I want to thank everybody for having me here today, and it's a great honor. I wanted to take a moment of silence for the suffering addicts. I'm an addict, by the way. I'm a proud drug addict that doesn't get high anymore to survive. Thank you. I want to take a moment of silence for the suffering addicts that are still out there and the ones that we've lost. Personally, I've lost a cousin recently, and my Aunt Sandy sent something for me to say quickly, and I'm going to be brief. I don't want to take up too much time, but she wrote to me about what it feels like to be a mother that lost a son to addiction. Let me just read it briefly. She says, I don't even know how to really start, but here goes, I'll try. At making someone who has an addiction try to understand a parent's side. My son Richard died of an overdose of heroin in Camden on April 5th, 2014, a month before his 33rd birthday. He was a very active young man, had a job, working for 10 years, loved to motocross, loved to do all the things in life that we love to do. He got hurt and was given painkillers. A year later, he was addicted to heroin. Shortly after, he died with a needle in his arm. She says she doesn't know how to, kind of portray the feeling of a mom that doesn't have a son anymore due to addiction. Personally, I know the same thing. A guy walked up to me today when they seen me here and he said, do you remember when you died in my apartment? And I pounded on your chest to wake you up from an overdose of heroin. Fortunately, I'm alive, and it's a miracle, truly a miracle. I just want to share a little bit about me and how I got here. I was in recovery for 15 years. I had a peaceful life. I lived in the Cayman Islands, a paradise. I got my degrees only because of God, only because of the universe helping me. But then somehow the disease came back, and I lived 3 years of tortured hell, shooting heroin, smoking crack, taking my family down with me each step of the way. Every day was a suicide mission. And somehow, some way, I ended up in Camden, New Jersey, homeless, on the streets, didn't belong there, and ended up in a hospital in Philadelphia. I prayed, I screamed out for someone to help me. And fortunately, something heard me. Today I'm alive, I'm sober, I have a purpose. I write, I teach, I do whatever I can do to help another human being. There's so many things that I wanted to say and I was stressing about it, but I don't want to take up too much time. One thing I want to say is that addicts need treatment, not prison. Addicts need help, they need medicine, they need whatever it takes to keep them alive. A quote that I got from J.K. Rowling, it says, rock bottom gave me a solid foundation on which I built my own life. And that's what happened to me. I hit rock bottom, I should be dead, and now it's my purpose to help others and not go out there and do the same thing. Do I believe it's a choice to be an addict? Absolutely not. I never, ever woke up one day as a young child and said, I want to be a drug addict, I want to be homeless on the street, I want to be stealing, I want to be doing all these things. Nobody wakes up and wants to be a drug addict. And I hope that people get the help that they need. A message that I want to say is don't throw us away, don't judge us, treat us. Treat us with respect, love us, and help us to recover on a daily basis. I want to leave you with one short story about two wolves. Let me just get this out real quick and then I'll let you get back to the party. One evening, an old Cherokee told his grandson about a debate that goes on inside people's head. He said, my son, the battle is between two wolves inside us all. One is evil, it's angry, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, and all those things that we know too much about. The other's good. It's joy, it's peace, it's love, it's hope, it's serenity, it's humility, It's kindness. It's being one human race, not different races, one human race. The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, which wolf wins? And the old Cherokee simply replied, the one that you feed. So please go out there and feed that happy, joyous, humble wolf, rather than the one that hates people and strives to separate us. Thank you for having me here today, and God bless you all.